is March something or other. I don't know what day it is. Sunday, March 12th. That's the. And we just ground up a whole bunch of food waste with the InSinkErator here. And that was when the honors, Judy Gensheft honors class was here with Andrew Hargrove. And we poured half of our slop into here and half of our slop into here. And we inoculated with a bit of soil from here in only one treatment. So I dug down. This is where food waste has been for years now. So there's a lot of dark soil down here, as you can see, because I've been pouring food waste. It's spilled accidentally down. You can see it, the residues of it everywhere. So I grabbed some soil that was made completely with food waste and only food waste, and I toss it in that treatment. This one just ground up food waste. Now, how do I know that this is really good soil? Because if I just dig near here, let's see, you can see that what's under here is basically sand. That's what's really under here, because this is Florida. But here, the drain of the InSinkErator has just been pouring for years and years and years. And that way, I'm able to do the experiment, which we've already proven before, which is that if you just grind up all your food waste, and it doesn't matter, meat, fat, grease, you name it, all balanced out, and you just pour it onto the ground, and in this case onto a plastic container, and inoculate it with soil, goes to 3 to 6 months for this one. Now, neither one of them will attract flies or ants or rodents or cockroaches or chickens or black bear or anything. If you grind it up, it doesn't smell, it doesn't stink. It just, this one turns into soil because we've inoculated it with soil, just a handful where the black parts are, and let those microbes spread. And this one here is just going to sit there, not offending anybody, for months and months and months until it decomposes to the point where it's soil. We removed these treatments from them the other day, and waste that was inside here, and so the roots spread through it flat, and we get that nice kind of look there. But all this soil here, this is just food waste. It's not soil. So we've made soil, as of course you do, from food waste, but without a compost bin, just pouring ground up food on these plastic treatments. And of course it works even better when you toss it on the actual ground. And so you don't need to compost, you don't need to put food waste in a composter. All you have to do is grind it up with an InSinkErator and then pour it on your garden. And we are doing that. This is the test because some of the honors students may want to follow up and write an actual paper and publish, but we are doing that we're pouring it on our bamboo trees. So we broadcast it, and then we just take ground up food waste and pour it right on the soil there. And we do the same thing over here. And you can see the residuals from food waste there. That's food waste. We just pour it on the ground here. And then we're doing a treatment over here where there was a disturbance and it turned into just rock and sand. And so I threw it down and then just leaving it, the barren rock and sand here. And under here, we're beginning to see some grass poke its head up in there. And when I lift the food waste, it's kind of like the skins on the faces of the Whisperers in The Walking Dead. It's this crust of food waste that is allowing the ants to go in. We haven't done any plowing. So we want to simulate this is as if this was concrete, right? If it was cement, but it's just sand, hard pan sand with rock that was dumped on here. So we're just pouring food waste layer by layer. And then when the rains come, it'll of course decompose and it'll turn into good soil. We didn't inoculate this with soil, and we wanted to show that here on this dead sand, it's going to take a while to turn this into soil because there's no soil microbes to do it. So then we'll do another treatment on this side after we've gotten these results, and we'll pour this and pour an inoculant of soil microorganisms and then see how much quicker it grows there. So that's the treatment, that's the idea. This whole area is just food waste that you're seeing here. And yeah, just broadcast food waste and throw it on the ground. And it makes a good shelter for the ants. And then eventually, if we aerated it a bit, then we get some soil here too. So lots of fun things to do with the food grinder if you have one, and to reclaim the nutrient value. As Andy Hargrove said to the class today that was here, he said that there was a time when America was so fertile that the fertility would go down 6 feet, 7 feet, and then we've mined it for the past 250 years and turned it into something where only, I don't know what he said, 5% fertility now, and it's awful. It's very shallow. So we've got to get our food waste back on the ground and in the ground, and that's what we're doing here in that treatment. And of course, it's what we're doing in the experiment that we're running. So we're just walking around with buckets of food waste and just broadcasting them on the ground, around the trees, on the sand, just tossing buckets of ground up food waste. There's the InSinkErator food grinder. And then we do the demonstration on plastic, is again, just put this in this afternoon. Half the treatment is food waste, and that black area is just soil, so the microbes can get at it, and this one is just food waste. Yeah, we ground up everything. We had a barbecue on biogas with the Honors College students using Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meat burgers, and we had a lot of food waste afterwards, so we just ground them up in the InSinkErator and just tossed half of it here and half of it here, inoculated that with soil microbes, left that. Of course, no smell, no flies, no roaches, no rats, just ground up food waste of all description. And now there's no smell at all. And this one, I predict, will be soil within a week because it's got the soil clods that I threw in, so the microbes are active. And this one will probably take 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 months. Let's start the experiment again and keep documenting. Thanks for watching.